Hey guys! Today I'm going to review another Hammer horror film, and this one's called The Vampire Lovers.
Beware the vampire lovers.
The Vampire Lovers came out in 1970 and is a co-production between Hammer and American International Pictures. It was directed by Roy Ward Baker and stars Ingrid Pitt as Carmilla Karnstein, and this is the first in a trilogy that Hammer did, based on the story Camilla by Sheridan and Fanu, a novella that came out in 1872. The other two films that Hammer did that are part of the trilogy is Lust for a Vampire and Twins of Evil, that both came out in 1971. And also, Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter from 1974 mentions the Karnsteins, although it isn't a part of the trilogy. Vampire Lovers is famous for its lesbian scenes that were quite outrageous for the time. The music was by Harry Robinson. The film runs 91 minutes. It only cost £165,000 to make. However, it had poor reviews when it came out, but these days it's more highly regarded among fans. The film stars Ingrid Pitt, Peter Cushing, Madeline Smith, Pippa Steele, George Cole, Dawn Addams, Kate O'Mara and John Finch. So this film's the first in a trilogy that Hammer did. So the plot of this is about a female vampire played by Ingrid Pitt called Camilla, and she has a taste for females. So this was really unusual, mixing lesbianism with a Hammer horror film, and it was quite surprising for the time. It was quite outrageous actually for 1970. Before production, John Trevelyan, the chief censor, warned Hammer about the depictions of lesbianism. He pointed out that a previous lesbian film, The Killing of Sister George, had 5 minutes cut. Hammer replied that the lesbianism was not their doing, but was present in the original story. Trevelyan backed down after the response from Hammer. However, it's quite tame compared to the stuff you say these days.
Oh, he will appreciate it like all men.
Hey, Phil! Is it a horror film or a bloody porno? It's not that bad, Bones. You see more on Benny Hill. While filming the scene in which Camilla attacks Kate O'Mara's character, Ingrid Pitt's fangs kept falling out of her mouth and dropping into Kate O'Mara's cleavage. This created gales of laughter by the filmmakers. Ingrid Pitt solved the problem by using chewing gum in her mouth, which one of the crew members gave her to secure her fangs. So in some ways the film's dated a lot, although you do see full frontal nudity in some scenes.
Yes! Thank you.
Cool, Phil! You can say a ming! Cool, go on, stop swearing. I'm trying to clean the channel up a bit. You'll be bloody lucky. The film starts off with a sort of prologue. A lot of these Hammer films seem to start with a bit of a prologue. Something that happened years ago. In this one, you see a vampire getting beheaded. So it's an exciting scene to start the film off, gets you into the mood. It's interesting that the music for this film's done by Harry Robinson instead of traditional music that James Bernard does, and it makes a nice change. It's a more subtle music, whereas the usual James Bernard stuff's more bombastic. There's some good direction as well. One of my favourite scenes in the film, there's a couple of dream sequences, and they're filmed in black and white footage. And you see this panther creature, you see its eyes. I thought they were really well done scenes there, really effective. And it just shows what a good director Roy Ward Baker is. Roy Ward Baker is the English film director. He's most famous for the film A Night to Remember from 1958. However, he made many horror films and TV shows. Some of his horror films are The Vampire Lovers, Scars of Dracula, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde, Quatermass and the Pit, and for Amicus he also did Asylum, The Vault of Horror, and Now the Screaming Starts. Other films are The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, The Monster Club. So he's a great director. And this film's got quite a good cast. Ingrid Pitt, one of her most memorable roles. This and the film Countess Dracula, they're probably her two most famous roles. Madeline Smith looks stunning, and Kate O'Mara. So the females in this film are really good looking. Peter Cushing's in, he's on form. Only trouble is he's in quite a bit at the beginning and quite a bit at the end. But the middle section of the film he's not in, which is a bit of a shame. I wish he was in a little bit more. But he does have some good moments, especially when he stakes Ingrid Pitt's character. And he also beheads her, just to make sure that she doesn't come back. Even John Finch, he's in. That's the guy who was in the Alfred Hitchcock film Frenzy. And I used to think this film was just average, like not really all that good. I used to think it was overrated. And it just kind of proves that sometimes over the years, films can improve in your estimation. And this is one of the films that has done. It's strange that I used to not think much of it when I was younger. I know why you were disappointed when you were younger, because there wasn't enough bloody tits and fanny in for you. I didn't say that at all, Bones. You're making that up. I think the strength of this film for me is you feel sorry for Ingrid Pitt's character. Usually you want the vampires to get destroyed in films. But with this one, you almost hope that she gets away, her and Madeline Smith. And it's kind of sad when she does get killed off. And as with a lot of Hammer films, although it was made on a smallish budget, it does look more expensive than it actually was. The sets look lovely, there's good location work, and costumes are good as well. So it all blends together to make the films look more expensive than what they actually are. So overall I was quite surprised this time watching this film. So out of 10, I think I'd give this one a 9. 9 out of 10. Really impressive. Just a pity Peter Cushing wasn't in a little bit more. So what do you think, Bones? Do you like it?
I give it top marks, Phil. Some marvellous bloody knockers in it.
Okay, everybody, bye. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye. Bye.
They're beautiful. You may wear one if you want to.
May I really?
Look at this striking pair of Bristols. This striking pair of Bristol Cities. Bristol City Rover. We're starting off with cycling, and cycling, it's the Tour de Force, which comes to you today.